What's going on, everybody? So today I got a very quick video kind of breaking down why I chose this clutch as the option for my Evo 10. And to jump right into the video, a lot of people have seen my previous videos, and I know I said I was going to do an Exedy twin disc, but actually I changed my mind, and I'll explain that in a minute. But I wanted to give credit to Next Gen Tuning because they handled the return process very easily. I gave them the old twin disc clutch, and I was able to get this within a couple days after, and I paid the difference. Everything went smoothly, so big props to them. The other thing is getting into why I chose this clutch. So, I mean, the Exedy twin disc, there was nothing wrong with it. You know, it was just one of the things where it's rated for 615 foot-pounds of torque. This one's rated for 723 foot-pounds. So just for a peace of mind, I didn't want to be like, yeah, let me be on the borderline of what this is rated for, or be on the borderline of what the Exedy twin disc is rated for. Instead, I was like, let me just do the triple disc to be safe. I mean, I can be, you know, I won't have to replace the clutch within 2 or 3 months, especially for the power I was looking at. I just wanted this thing to be, you know, good enough for me so I can drive the car, and it would be one of the things that I could just put on the back burner for a while before it even came close to thinking about switching out the discs. So that's that. Now, the other thing that you get with this clutch kit is you actually get the alignment tool. So the clutch alignment tool lines it up properly. So when you're installing the plates, everything goes in line. And the other thing is they put paint marks they put paint marks around the clutch. So basically when you're, because the whole thing comes apart, that way you can put your flywheel and then on top of that, crank the bolts down. And then after that, you can finally put your, the divider plates, the clutch discs, and the cover plate on, and it all comes in layers. So this is actually taken apart and it's not installed as it's shown right in front of you. The other thing in the package is you get two Exedy stickers, and then on top of that, you do get the iHeart Exedy license plate frame. On top of that, you do get some pre-assembly warnings, and then on top of that, this is just a warning about the noise. This is a noisy clutch. You have 3 discs that are working in unison, and it is a noisy clutch because it's going to sound like grinding metal, but that is normal. The other thing is you do get the installation manual. You do get the do's and don'ts when installing the clutch. And then on top of that, which is a very handy thing to have, they give you the sport clutch bolt torque rating sheet. Now this chart consists of a lot of makes and models. I mean, we have, just to name off a couple, you have cars that go up as far as back as 2001 for a Mini Cooper S. There's Ford Focus, there's Subaru Impreza, and then finally on the third page is my car, which is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10, 2.0 liter displacement at 23 foot-pounds for the pressure plate cover assembly to flywheel. So, and that's something to get into. So basically, when this whole clutch comes apart, so this is your flywheel, and then this is the pressure plate or rather the cover plate. So the pressure plate cover assembly to flywheel, you'd be looking at 23 foot-pounds of torque if you have an Evo 10. And then for the flywheel to crank, it's actually not listed here. So I wonder why it's not listed, but I'll look into that later. But other than that, I mean, you do have everything here for a full install. So the good thing is that it is, you know, it's certified that it's been inspected and that, you know, there's no loose parts and that it's good to go on the car. But that's about it. I mean, it's a very basic clutch kit. I mean, it's not anything too special, but this is what's going to be the key element as to the car being able to handle the amount of power and torque I'm going to throw at it. Now, mostly torque is going to be in the duration of, you know, the life of the clutch. A lot of people think, oh, it's horsepower. Horsepower has nothing to do with it. That's mostly engine. Torque is what handles the clutch is what handles a lot of the torque, especially when you're launching it. That's why some clutches go out so easily from the factory when you're launching your car all the time. So this is just added insurance. It's going to be one of those clutches that are going to own up to the task of what I throw at it. But I am going to have a lineup of videos going on because the car is getting super close to being done. We're talking the clutch is going to be done. the engine and transmission are going to go together in the engine. And it's coming up within like a week or two. So I definitely want to get all these extra parts out of the way, just so people know exactly why these parts are good options for such a high horsepower build if you're planning to go that route. So stay tuned, a lot more videos are coming, and hopefully this thing is going to be on the road soon.